What's going on, everybody? It's Jay here once again. It's autumn, and as the days get darker and colder, it's time to make a comforting, warming dish. Now, in many countries in Southeast Asia, there are many variations of a home-cooked soup with things like daikon, winter melon, glass noodles, and pork ribs. I wanted to make a similar dish with that comforting vibe using all of those fantastic elements, but completely vegan. So I'm using daikon, shimeji mushroom, and kabocha. As for flavoring my broth, I'm utilizing the power of fermentation by using doubanjiang and vegetarian oyster sauce. Now, kabocha, or Japanese pumpkin, is one of my favorite vegetables here to braise because they hold heat really well. So they're the perfect star ingredient for this fall recipe. As for prepping the mise en place, I'm just gonna prep my kabocha by hitting it with a peeler. Now, I don't want to completely peel it, but instead give it this mottled effect, which I think looks beautiful. And then I'm just going to chop it into little chunks, like bite-sized chunks. And we're gonna need about 350 grams. With the scallions, I have 3 thick stalks, which I'm going to chop and separate into whites and green, okay? And then I'm gonna mince up a 2-inch piece of ginger and 3 or 4 cloves of garlic. So from here, I'm gonna put 2 tablespoons of oil in a large pot on medium heat. And to that, I'm gonna add the white part of the scallions, ginger and garlic, and then I'm just gonna stir that until everything becomes fragrant. Very easy. Next, I'm going to add my mushrooms, and in this case, I have shimeji mushrooms that I just coarsely chopped up. And add a pinch of salt just to draw some of the moisture out, and I'm going to cook it for about 10 minutes to draw out all the moisture, of course, and to give it a little bit of color. Once that's done, I'm going to clear a spot in the middle of the pot and add the doubanjiang. This is about 3 tablespoons. I'm going to stir and cook until everything is combined, and once that's done, I'm going to add the kabocha and some daikon. So I got daikon here as well. I'm going to stir everything to coat. Now, once that's done, I'm going to add some veggie stock, soy sauce, oyster sauce, and mushroom seasoning. I'm going to bring that to a boil and then turn down low. And then I'm going to cover and simmer that until the kabocha is tender. So when the kabocha is tender, when I take the cover off, I'm going to add the mung bean noodles. I got 150 grams of mung bean noodles here. I'm going to cover that and let that cook for about 5 minutes or so until the noodles are cooked. They cook really fast. Now at this point, I'm going to give this a final taste, season with some soy sauce, maybe add a swizzle of sesame oil. And then I'm just going to plate up, serve in small bowls, and garnish with some fresh scallions. And if you have cilantro, you can use that as well. Now in Hawaii, this kind of noodle is called long rice, even though it has no rice, and it usually has chicken and shiitake with a shoyu-based broth. Now preferences can vary, and you can have it more soupy if you like, or more like a noodle bowl like this. Now if you want it more soupy, just add 100 grams of the noodles instead of 150 grams. And I hope you try this recipe at home, and if you do, please let me know what you think. So thank you for watching, and please be kind to one another, and I will see you on the next one. Peace!